Hello, I'm Dr. Chris Walton, and in this short video, I'm going to show you 3 methods to be able to test your subconscious mind. Now, it's our subconscious mind that really drives our life, and the suggestion is that at least 95% of the day, our thoughts, our emotions, and what we actually do is driven by the programs stored in our subconscious mind. So being able to test to see whether your subconscious mind is working for you, is in alignment with what you want to do consciously, is a really useful thing to be able to do. And I'm going to show you that 2 on your own, simple tests you can do on your own, and 1 with a partner. So let's get to it. What I'm going to show you now then is a muscle test with a partner to find out what we believe at that subconscious level of the mind. So I'm going to take my client Emma, her arm out to the side, and putting my thumb underneath, my fingers on top, and I'm going to get her to say a name out loud, and then I'm going to say hold, and I'm going to push down on the arm, and when I say hold, that's Emma's cue to resist my push. So I'll show you how this goes. So say out loud, my name is Emma.
My name is Emma.
And hold, and I'm just applying some pressure on there, and it's very strong. Say out loud, my name is David.
My name is David.
And hold. And we have a weakened response. So she's never been David, so what that does is just creates a little conflict inside and you get a weakened muscle response. Now what I want to say is, actually think about something that you really, really like. Don't say anything out loud, just think about a pleasant experience and let me know when you're there.
I'm there.
And hold. Very strong, so what she's thinking about is strengthening the body. Now think of something stressful, a little bit of stress.
Okay.
You got it?
Yeah.
And hold. And we have a weakened response again. So once we've got that set up, the name and a false name, something that you like, something that stresses you, and we know that feedback is accurate, we can then get Emma to say something out loud, a belief statement. She can think about something that's coming up in the future or think about something that happened in the past, and we can test that to see what's that doing in the body. Now, when we're working with beliefs and belief statements, this is really useful because you can spend all day consciously talking about whether you believe something deep down, or we can just test the body and find out, do you hold that as a strong pattern that's giving you energy, or does that belief system weaken you and switch you off? Now, we were doing a little bit of coaching earlier. Emma's got some new business goals coming up, and this is one that we tested, so I'm going to show you this now. So head forward. All parts of me are ready, willing and able to achieve my new business goals.
All parts of me are ready, willing and able to achieve my new business goals.
And hold. And we have a weakened response there. So as she's saying that, and this is a very real situation, as she's saying that, it's creating a little stress signal inside and it's weakening the body. Now, we don't want that because she has very real business goals that she wants and needs to achieve. But if every time there's a thought process around that that's creating a little bit of stress inside, weakening the body, shutting off her higher senses of her brain, not allowing her to think clearly, be creative, have the plan and take the action on the plan, it's very, very difficult to achieve the goals. What we want is everything subconsciously in relation to the goals to be in alignment with what she wants to do. Then when she's thinking about those goals, making that plan, there's no stress inside, so she can think clearly, be creative, and know what the best decisions are to make. So all of her, again, is moving forward in the right direction. And having a little testing mechanism like this is very, very useful for us to find out what's going on at that subconscious level. Then we can repattern, we can do the gamma mindset technique, and then we can test again to see if we've got a change. Because we want all of you moving in the same direction as where you want to go with the conscious goal. You want your subconscious system aligned with the conscious goals so you all move in the same direction, not half of you going that way and half of you going that way. And having this feedback mechanism with the body is a really useful, simple way to test to see what you believe deep down. Now, you can also do this individually. You can do a self-testing mechanism, and I'm going to show you that next. So I'm going to show you then 2 self-testing methods. Then I'm going to give you the pros and the cons. So the first one, dominant hand, non-dominant hand for me. I'm right-handed, so I'm going to put my middle finger and thumb together, and then my dominant hand, middle finger and thumb goes over the top. Now I sort of forget about it a little bit, and I'm going to just tune into my body. What I'm going to try and do here is when I say a statement, I'm going to try and break my dominant hand's clasp over the other. I've got a nice strong circuit here. Now if I say this, my name is Chris, and I try and break that, I can't because my name's Chris. And that just creates a strong resonance within the body. If I say, okay, my name is Sharon, I can break that very quickly because even though it's subtle and it's not like a big stress, the nervous system immediately, your brain and nervous system immediately picks that up as not actually true. It's a little conflict inside, sends a weakened signal, and I'm weaker. Same if I think of something I really, really like, very, very strong. If I think something that stresses me a little bit, it weakens me. But you notice the speed I'm doing that. The challenge with self-testing is that you can get your head in the way. This is body intelligence, it's body wisdom, it's very kinesthetic. So if you're quite a heady, analytical person, it's probably not going to work. And I want to show you something. You can always override this when you're testing yourself, not so when you're working with a partner. So I can say, okay, my name is Chris, my name is Sally, my name is Fridge, my name is Dog. I can say anything and consciously look at it and override it. But that's not what we're doing here. You've got to get your head out the way and you've just got to tune in to what is the initial immediate muscle response. So self-testing is good. It's not as accurate as partner testing because you can override it. But if you're a sensitive type and you can tune into this and you can get your head out the way, then it's a useful little test. So I could test a range of belief statements here. I could say them out loud. I deserve the best that love and life has to offer. Test that. Yeah, feels strong. I can achieve my goals. Test that. Yeah, feels strong. I could have a whole list of belief statements and you could test them and see if you're weak or strong. But again, you've got to be very sensitive and you've got to do it very quick. So when I'm doing, for example, the name test, my name is Chris. By the time I've said the S of the Chris, I'm already testing. I'm not leaving any gap there for me to analyze it or overthink it or look at it or drift off and think about, tonight's dinner or something like that. You've got to be very, very quick. My name is Sally. You've got to be quick. But it's an effective test only if you can get your head out the way. So another variation of that, which is one of the common ones, is called the O-ring test. It's where you put your index finger and thumb together and your index finger on the other hand there, and you're going to try and break the loop there, break the link. So again, my name is Chris, my name is Sally. Something I really, really like, something that I dislike. And if it weakens, again, it's that little stress signal with inside and it weakens the system. So self-testing is useful. It's not as accurate as partner testing. It's a nice little gauge, only if you can get your head out the way and really tune into the body intelligence. So give that a little go, see how it feels. The third way of knowing what you believe or testing what you believe deep down is a lot simpler. The third way is just going by your gut reaction, your simple feelings. So when you're thinking about a situation, what is your immediate gut feeling? How do you feel in the moment? And if you've got those sort of mildly anxious or worried feelings, then you can obviously tell there are limiting beliefs there, limiting thought patterns that are not allowing you to move forward in a full state of flow. So simply going by that real gut reaction, that initial gut feel, tells you what your body's saying in relation to that belief. And we've sort of lost our way with that a little bit, probably more so in the Western world. We're all very heady today and everything's going on in here and we tend to forget about the body. But the body, what we've said many times now is the mind is through every cell of the body and the subconscious is sending signals via sensations and emotions through the body into our conscious awareness all the time that we probably, don't really pay too much attention to. The body is the subconscious system as well as the head. So by tuning into those feelings when you're thinking about something, that instant feel tells you whether you are fully congruent and in alignment subconsciously with where you want to go or whether there's doubts or fears and so forth and so on. So there's really 3 ways to test your subconscious system. 1 with a partner muscle test, 2 with a self muscle test, and 3 just really tuning into your body's own wisdom, that initial gut feel, which really is probably the best. It's probably the most accurate. We all know what that initial gut feel is before we start the analysis. Okay, so I hope this has been useful. Give it a try.